Welcome everyone, my name's Shane. Namaste. We're just going to start with a nice easy Hatha yoga class. So first of all we're going to do a couple of simple breathing exercises just to centre ourselves. So we're going to do the complete yoga breathing. So we're going to bring our hands to the belly and we're going to inhale through the nose. As we inhale through the nose, we're going to relax the belly, so blowing it up like a balloon. And as we exhale, we draw the abdomen back towards the spine. Again, we inhale, relaxing the belly, and then exhaling, drawing back to the spine. We'll do that a couple more times. Nice full breath in, and exhaling. One more time. And exhaling, fantastic. From there we'll place the hands just on the lower part of the rib cage. So fingers touching, and as we inhale this time we're going to let the rib cage expand out to the sides as we inhale. As we exhale, inhaling, exhaling. And from there, we'll bring the hands onto the chest. So now we're just going to breathe into the chest. So let the chest expand on the inhalation. And as we exhale, we're just going to massage the heart center. So it's a nice little massage for the heart. As we inhale, expand through the chest, and exhale, relaxing. That's great. Fantastic. And next exhalation, we'll place the left hand onto the belly, keeping the right hand on the chest. And we're going to do the full yoga or complete yoga breathing. So we're breathing into the belly, into the rib cage, expanding into the chest. As we exhale, we empty the upper, middle, and finally the lower lungs. So just do that with a nice, smooth, wave-like motion as we inhale and exhale completely. And fantastic. So from here, what we'll do is just rest our hands in our lap. So we're going to do a little bit of meditation, and this is called Gauranga Breathing. So this mantra is said in 4 syllables, Gauranga. So in a moment, what we'll do is we'll inhale, we'll raise the arms, and as we bring the arms down the center of the body, we'll focus our mind on that mantra. So inhaling together. Nice full breath in, and saying the mantra, Gauranga. Inhaling. Gauranga. Nice full breath in. And last one. Fantastic. Just keeping our eyes closed for a moment, just feeling the centeredness we've gained from that. The 2 breathing exercises. So what we're going to do now is we're going to inhale and we're going to raise the arms. And we're going to exhale, we're going to bring the hands behind us. So we're going to lift up through the fingertips, drawing the shoulders behind us. As we exhale, bring the chin to chest, hands to knees, relaxing through the spine. And then we're going to inhale, raise the arms. And as we exhale, we're going to fold forward. And we're going to do a nice forward fold. So we want the chest moving forward, nice flat back. Check the back is nice and flat. And then as we inhale, we lengthen through the spine. As we exhale, we just relax forward, nice and easy, nice and relaxed. So gradually we open up, stretching through the hip area and the glutes. We'll inhale, we'll come back up. We're going to place our left leg out to the side now, tucking the right foot into the inner thigh. We'll just draw the toes towards us as though we're standing on the foot. And then we're going to reach down with our right hand, so left hand, we're going to place it either on the ankle, or if the arm is long enough, we can place the two fingers around the big toe. So we're just going to feel a nice little stretch through the back of the leg there. So from there, we're going to bring the right hand to meet the left, and we're going to reach out behind us. Stretch into the back of the trees there, or the back wall if you're in the house. And then we exhale, relaxing. So hopefully now we're starting to warm up a bit. And exhaling, nice and simple. So we'll do that one more time, stretching out to that back corner or to the back trees as I am. And as we come down, now as we exhale, we're going to come down the center. So we're going to elongate through the spine, and we're just going to start to relax forward, moving the chest forward. So now we should feel a nice stretch through here again, and just a nice little forward fold again. So forward folds are calming for the mind. So hopefully we start to become nice and focused, nice and centered. And now we're going to do the other side. So we're going to bring the left leg in front of the right, and then we'll do the other side now. So we'll inhale, raise the arms, and we'll exhale, bring the hands behind us, lifting up through the fingertips. And then from here, we'll bring the hands to the knees, chin to chest. Inhale, raising the arms, reaching up towards the sky, and folding forward. Just folding forward from the tops of the legs, coming forward, stretching out. So we want to do a nice full belly breathing as we lengthen through the spine. Exhale, relaxing forward, just letting the gravity do the work on the exhalation, gradually opening up through the hips. And we'll come in up now. So I hope everyone's having a nice day. So we'll come out now, we'll bring the right leg out. So again, we're just reaching the right hand. So if you're not too, important thing is we want to keep the leg nice and straight. So even if we can only reach our hand onto the shin or maybe the ankle, that's okay, as long as we draw the toes towards us. If you can, reach those two fingers around the big toes. Feel the stretch in the back of the legs there. And then from there, we'll just reach the left hand to come to the right, reaching out to the back corner or to the trees or to the sky, wherever you may be. It's great doing yoga out in nature, it's certainly lovely. It's very balancing for us being out in nature and amongst the trees, balancing for our doshas. So exhaling. So let's do one more, stretching right out to that fingertips as far as you can, and exhale, relaxing forward. So we're going to come forward now. Nice full breath in, exhale, folding forward. Fantastic. So what we might do now is we've opened up through the backs of the legs, which is good, and also through the hips. So let's do a bit of strengthening now. So we'll just come to the side here, and we're going to do a boat pose. So with the boat pose, we've got a few levels we can work at. Main thing is that we really elongate through the abdominal area. Level 1, nice and easy. We place the hands on the knees. We just make ourselves nice and strong through the abdominals. Want to go a little bit further, you can bring the hands out. And again, if you want to go a little bit further again, you can just raise the feet. It's a nice boat pose, so it's a strengthening for the abdominals. It's also good for digestion as well. So it stimulates the digestive fire. We're just going to keep trying to breathe as normally as possible. A little bit harder with the boat pose, but you'll get the idea. And then from there, we'll just drop our feet down and we're going to place the hands back onto the knees, take a nice full inhalation, and then we're going to lower ourselves to the floor with control. So that means vertebrae by vertebrae, we're going to come to the floor, just like that, nice and slowly. Just working through that little flat spot about halfway down if you can, and just reaching out. Stretching out through the entire body. So let's bend the knees, bring the hands to the back of the knees, and we're going to do some spinal rolls now. If you don't like the look of the spinal rolls, what you can do is simply hug the knees into the chest, and otherwise keep doing your spinal rolls, and then when you're ready we can pop straight back up into our boat pose like so. If you like to add a little bit of variation, just start to cycle the feet. So this is good for our knee and hip flexibility. And then from there, let's place the feet back on the ground. Hands onto the knees, nice full breath in. And exhale, coming down with control, vertebrae by vertebrae, working the abdominals as we drop down. Stretching right out, with a nice full body stretch. And then we'll bend the knees, come into our spinal rolls. And back into our boat pose. And if you want, we can cycle the feet the other way. So reverse cycling now. How's that feeling, everyone? You're getting a good workout, starting to heat up the digestive fire. Fantastic. So what we might do now is we might swing around, come onto our hands and knees. So we're going to do what we call a cat-cow. So it's a nice simple pose. So we're going to bring our hands directly below the shoulders. And as we inhale, we're going to lift the sitting bones, drop the shoulders down, and look at the sky, or the ceiling of course. As we exhale, we arch the spine. So as we inhale, we look up, that's the cow part of the pose. And as we exhale and arch, that's the cat part of the pose. So as you can probably experience, this is nice for the spine, so it increases the flexibility of the spine. So it's a nice little spine loosener, keeps those vertebrae nice and healthy, keeps the discs nice and healthy as well. So that's fantastic, great. And then what we're going to do from here is we're going to come back to a tabletop, and we're going to stretch out our right leg and our left arm. So this is a little bit of a strengthener through the back muscles and also through the legs as well and the shoulders. So you can just stay here for a couple of breaths. If you want to go a little bit further, you can always bend the right knee, bring the left hand to meet the right knee and just push that right foot into the hand. So we start to lift up, make ourselves nice and light. And then from there what we'll do is we're going to place the left hand on the ground and we're going to bring the knee out to the side now. So we're making a 90-degree angle with the body and the leg. So we're getting into the flexors, the abductors here. And maybe if you feel like it, you can just straighten your leg out to the side, trying to keep it nice and strong. Should feel that muscle working now. And fantastic, that's great. And then we're just going to raise that leg, draw the knee in towards the chest. Do that 3 times. And then from there we'll come down, we'll place the knees, feet together, knees hip width apart. Let's just have a quick stretch out in child pose. This is a nice resting pose. So if you ever feel like any time during the class you just need a bit of a rest, this is always a nice pose to rest in. It's good for the lower back as well, really stretches out through the lower back. So we're stretching out. And let's come back up. So place the hands directly below the shoulders. Let's stretch out the left leg, the right hand. You can stay here for a few breaths, or if you want, you can reach around, really push the hand and the foot into the hand, make everything nice and light. You want to be nice and light in this pose. Just want to lift up, really get that energy moving through the body. It's a nice deep yoga breathing here. Looking good, guys. Can't see you, but it's looking good. So again, we're just going to release that hand to the ground, the right hand, and turn the knee out to the side. Keep everything nice and light again, lifting up. And maybe giving the person beside you a little bit of a tickle with your foot as you straighten the leg. Feel those abductors working. And then we'll release. We'll inhale, raise the left leg, look towards the ceiling. Exhaling, drawing the knee into the chest. Okay, we'll come back into our child pose. We'll give ourselves a bit of a rest here, just maybe shake out the rest of your knee, feeling a bit of tightness around there. And then we'll just stretch out for our nice child pose. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to come into one of my favourite poses, the downward dog. So it's a nice sort of, really gets into stretching the body and strengthening as well. And it's considered a resting pose once you get been doing yoga a while, but it can be quite challenging at the start. So here we go for the downward dog. Reach out with the hands, and then we're just going to swing the hips up, swing the knees up, and we're going to start by cycling the feet. So we'll just get into the calves now, and in the ankles, of course. So from here, what we might do is just going to raise the right leg, point the toes, keep the hips level, stretching through that left calf. And then we're going to bend the right knee and turn the foot over to the left side. And we're going to exhale. We're just going to gently place the knee in between the hands, or close to the hands as we can. And we're going to start to take the right foot forward. So if you can, now if you feel any pain in the knee or the ankles, it's better not to do this pose. Better to come into child pose, have a quick rest and come back and do it later. So here we're into pigeon or proud pigeon pose, so we're really opening through the chest. And then from there we take a nice full inhalation and we exhale, we come to the floor. So we want to be nice and lined up, so our spine's nice and straight. And it's just like a tabletop. So I should be able to put a hot cup of coffee on your back, and it should sit there nice and comfortably. So it's nice and straight, coming into sleeping pigeon. And then from there, what we'll do is we'll come back into the other side now. So we're going to do the left leg. So we'll swing back into the downward dog. So we just want to have the knees slightly bent, nice flat back. We'll then raise the left foot, keep the hips level, straighten the right leg now. Then we'll bend that left knee, turn it over to the right side, really open up through that left hip as well. So really pushing that left hip back behind us, really trying to get a nice openness through that hip. And as we exhale and we relax, let's drop the knee in between the hands. So we want the spine lined up with the middle of the mat. And then so we come into proud pigeon, opening through the chest, drawing the shoulders back. And then as we exhale, let's drop to the ground. So don't forget our nice full yoga breathing. And then from here, let's come back up now into our downward dog. So this pose is, we get a nice stretch in the backs of the legs, through the spine, and also through the shoulders. It strengthens the shoulders as well, and through the wrists. And then from there, what we might do is we might come into a little bit of a side plank. So we'll start with the side facing you. So I'm going to drop my left knee to the ground, and then I'm going to swing on to my left hand, put my right foot on top of my left foot, and we're going to have a nice straight body. It's a nice straight spine through here. And then we're going to raise the right arm. Now if you're feeling pretty comfortable, you may even want to just straighten the bottom leg. So like a plank of wood, we're nice and straight through the body. So if you're sagging down, maybe just drop the left knee down. And then from there we'll release. Let's come to the other side now. So we're going to swing over to that right side. So I'll turn around and do it this way, so I'm facing you. So we're dropping that right knee to the ground, coming onto the right hand. So left foot on top of right foot. If you want, you can straighten the bottom leg. Fantastic. We'll drop down. So we might just change myself around again, back to the other way, since I've been facing this way most of the time. So what we might do from here is we're going to come into our downward dog again. Nice little connecting pose here. I like to do it a lot. It's a nice little pose. And then from here, we're just going to walk our feet back to the hands. Tucking the chin into the chest, bending the knees. We're going to inhale, raise the arms right up, nice and high. And then we're going to exhale, bring the hands down. So we're going to just move them back a little bit. So we're going to just take the
right foot back, couple of feet, turn the toes out to 2 o'clock on our clock, and then we're going to tilt, line up the hips, so the two hips are parallel or opposite each other. And then we're going to bend the front knee, the left knee, and we're going to raise the arms. We're going to come into the warrior pose. So nice and strong on that back foot. So we're strengthening in this pose, making the pose nice and strong, energizing. And then from there we'll exhale, bring the hands back to the knees, straighten the front foot. Keep the chest nice and open as we start to fold forward. So we come into a folding triangle. Keep the pressure back in the back foot as well. We fold forward, we can interlock the hands behind us and start to raise the arms. And we'll exhale, release, bend front knee, bring the hands to the floor, come into the plank. Nice full exhalation. As we exhale, we'll come to the floor. Lift up through the front of the body, keeping the shoulders close to the body. Exhale down. Coming into the child pose, back into downward dog. And then we can either walk or hop the feet back to the hands. Now raising the arms. Exhale, bend the knees. And then we're going to bring the left foot back. And we'll come into the other side now. So we're going to just take the left hip forward, line it up with the right hip. Bend the right knee, so the knees directly above the ankle. Then we'll raise the arms. And then we'll just bring the hands to the hips. Straighten the front leg, inhale. Folding forward, nice flat back as we come forward, down, coming down. Pressing into the back foot. Interlock the hands behind if you wish. And then we'll bend that front knee, we'll bring the hands down, coming back into the plank. It's a nice strong body in the plank. So you can drop the knees down for a half plank if you like. Nice full inhalation, exhaling, come into the floor, lifting up into cobra, and then coming into the child pose, back into downward dog. And now what we're going to do is take the feet wider than the mat. And we're going to come into, this is a wide leg downward dog now, and then we're going to walk the hands back to the feet. As we do so, we're going to bring the hands together and we're going to come to a squatting position, so having the buttocks in line with the knees. We can just stay here for a few breaths, and otherwise if you want, you can take a nice full inhalation. Raise the hips, drop the hands down, and as we exhale, we go the opposite way, so coming into a squat. So we inhale, up, and exhaling down. Do that a few times. Nice full breath in. One more time now, and coming down. So from here what we do is stay in our squatting position. We're just going to place the hands on the ground, and we're just going to take a little bit of the weight as we lean forward, just keeping the feet on the ground, and then we come back into our squatting position, into prayer, then we come back down again. This time maybe find that your feet might just naturally float up. back down into prayer. Do that one more time. Fantastic. So let's come up to a nice comfortable, give the legs a bit of a shake. So what we might do from here is we'll come to the front of our mats, and then we're going to raise the arms, and we're going to come down, bend the knees, chin to chest, coming down to the floor. Let's take that right leg back. We'll come into the crescent moon, raise the arms. Let's come through now. Inhale, raise the arms. One more time. If you'd like to go a bit further, you can straighten the back leg. So come into a nice strong pose here. And come down, drop that knee down. So it's going to come into a nice, comfortable lunge now. So remember the knee, the left knee always needs to be directly above the ankle. And then we can just relax into the pose. You can bring, if you like, you can take the left hand to the outside of the left foot. Just have the shoulder resting into the knee as we lunge forward. And then from there, let's swap over sides now. So we'll bring the left leg back, right leg forward. So again, the knee needs to be directly above the ankle, raising the arms. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. And then if you like, you can straighten that back leg, nice and strong. Only if you're comfortable. We've been doing yoga for a while. And then from there, we'll drop the knee back down. Let's come into a nice, easy cat-cow, just for a little transition pose. And then from there, we're going to come facing front now. So we're going to come up to a standing position. So we're just going to do a few cool down poses, and then we're going to get into Shavasana. So what we'll do is we're going to raise the right arm, and we're going to stretch over to the left side. So I'm just mirroring you at the moment. And let's come the other side, so raising the left arm, stretching over to the right. So just feel a nice stretch around here, through the side of the body, through the kidney area. Let's come into some nice hip stretches. So we just put the hands on the hips, and we're going to do some rotations in one direction. So we start off small, and then we gradually get bigger. So we start to move into the knees and the ankles, and also through the spine as well. So it's a nice whole body stretch. And if you like, you can close your eyes just to come into your internal awareness, just seeing how your body feels. So just a nice opening, just moving the body in a slightly different direction. And then we'll come back the other way now. So we're just cooling down now, so just a few nice easy poses. So I hope you're enjoying the class and you're having a
having a good day. So hope the rest of your day goes well as well. Just get rid of that mozzie. And then from there, what we might do is we're going to place the hands on the shoulders and we'll inhale, raise the arms, exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale, and exhale. And then we'll just do some nice shoulder rotations as well, just really work into the shoulder blades. And then we'll go the opposite way. Okay, fantastic. So we might just squeeze the shoulders into the ears. Nice full breath in and release. Fantastic. So we'll get it really working on our nice deep breathing here. Squeeze and release, that's the way. Fantastic. One more time. So, we're not going to be shy today. What we'll do is we're going to do what we call the lion pose. This is good for expressing ourselves. It's good for our throat too, getting clearing any throat infections, excuse me. So what we're going to do is we're just simply going to bend our knees slightly, place our hands on our thighs. And don't be shy with this one, guys. Just do this nice and loudly. We're going to inhale and then we'll go. So nice full breath in. A bit louder this time, I can't quite hear you guys. Okay, a little bit louder, guys. Fantastic. I know you enjoyed that one. So we're going to do one more exercise before we get ready for Shavasana, and that's a coordination exercise. We raise the arms, and we're going to take the left arm forward and the right arm back. That's the way. And let's try it the other way. Right arm forward, left arm back. So if you're not sure how to do it, just start off nice and slowly and gradually work up your speed. So when we get to the top, we inhale, and as we release, we exhale. That's the way. Fantastic. So now what we're going to do is just give the limbs a bit of a shake. So we're going to come into a little bit of, we're going to do Shavasana. So we're going to lie on our backs. So just get ourselves nice and comfortable, lying on our backs. And we're going to close our eyes, make sure our body's nice and straight, the spine's nice and straight. Bring the hands into Shi Mudra, which is thumb and first finger together, palms up. So as we're just working on our breathing now, so as we're going to inhale, and then as we exhale, we just relax the feet, the ankles and the calves. Relax the knees and the thighs. Also relaxing through the hip area as well. And relaxing the muscles either side of the spine, letting the shoulders press into the floor, letting the arms be nice and relaxed. Letting the head become heavier, relaxing the face, the jaw, the cheeks, the eyes. The mind too now is nice and still. It's like a deep blue lake, nice and calm and peaceful, undisturbed. And then relaxing down the front of the body, the throat, the chest, the stomach and the abdomen. Just going to do a few breaths here. I just want to be focusing on our yoga breathing. We inhale through the nose, we relax the belly. As we exhale, we just let any tension that we may be experiencing in the body. Just do a couple more breaths. Just enjoying the nice rain in the rainforest.
What I might do now is just reawaken the bodies, moving the toes and the fingers. And then we might interlock the hands up above the head onto the floor to a nice full body stretch. And then we'll bend the left knee and we're going to roll over to the right side. Come up to a comfortable seated position. So just before we go, we're just going to do a few minutes of meditation. So I'm just going to grab my guitar. So we're going to practice a little bit of what we call mantra meditation. So it's just a nice way to relax the mind and also to relax the body. So we're going to focus our mind on that mantra Gauranga, which we did at the start. So I'll sing it through 4 times and then you guys will sing it back to me. So it's call and response just for today, because I'll just be singing right through, but you can join in on the second time round. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Your turn. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Well, I hope you enjoyed the class. So that was, my name's Shane. Forget my name's Shane. So I hope to see you again soon sometime. Namaste. Have a nice day.
Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to comment, subscribe and hit the bell. Ding ding.